And we're off. Another great sports night racing to your living room that'll have everybody standing up and cheering. Ton of great Cardinal highlights coming your way. You'll want to tell all your friends about it. It is a lot of work, but at the end, it's worth it to celebrate Cardinal Nation. Sports Night is next. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Yund. Howie Shapiro is out of town. Very short week this week for the football team, and we have a lot to get through with all of the Cardinals in action this past week. We start with the football team. They wrap up the regular season on Wednesday when they host St. Cloud Apollo, and they're coming off a big homecoming win. On Friday night, the Cardinals welcomed Cambridge Isandi to the complex. It was a battle of two 1-5 teams desperate to get some positive momentum before the playoffs. It went down to the final minute when Coon Rapids got a huge defensive play. Cardinals get rolling on their second possession, 3rd and 10. They set up a screen for Kingsley Freeman, shakes off a hit, turns on the Jets. 21-yard game deep into Cambridge territory. Held the 4th and goal from the 2. Little play action. Dubois to Kai Johns Cummings Coleman for the score. Patrick PAT makes it a 7-0 Cardinal lead. Blue Jackets answer early in the second quarter. Ari Sullivan on 3rd and long goes over the top, finds an open Andre Hall. He's taken down at the 1-yard line. Next play, Devin Larson easily into the paint. Blue Jackets went for 2, but the pass was caught out of bounds, so Coon Rapids still leads 7-6. Cardinals going for it on 4th and 16. Check out this catch by Logan Stockhausen. Goes up and gets it in traffic right at the marker for a first down. Next play, Dubois looking long again, this time perfectly placed over the middle. Dominic Holman runs under it for the 29-yard score. Bad snap on the PAT meant 13-6 at the half. Freeman had a great outing in place of David Jeebley. The speedy junior had 17 carries for 109 yards. He gets 20 on this play right here. Almost all of his yardage, it seemed, came after contact. Fast, elusive, and strong. Freeman with a carry again. This time, he's getting to the end zone. A 27-yard score. Kick was blocked, so 19-6 Cardinals lead. Blue Jackets have a fast answer for that one. Just their 5th play of the following drive. Sullivan finds Hall behind the defense. He turns, shakes off a tackle. It's a 43-yard touchdown strike, but a kick wide right kept it a 7-point lead, 19-12. Cambridge got a quick interception. Offense kept the momentum. Larson scoring on 1st and goal from the 4. Got them back within a point midway through the 4th. They decided to go for 2, but Sullivan's throw just too far for Braden Jones. Blue Jackets do get one more chance in the final minute. First down from the Cardinals 35. Ari Sullivan wants it all, but Sean Sullivan wants it a little more. Steps in front, gets the pick in the end zone, and that would seal the 19-18 win in front of the homecoming crowd. Kind of a weird one. 2 teams that were pretty evenly matched, but 6 touchdowns in the game. And the difference came down to the one team that made 1 point after touchdown. Only 1 extra point in the ball game. Very bizarre. Cardinals wrap up the regular season on Wednesday hosting St. Cloud Apollo. St. Cloud Apollo lost on Friday, so they come in at 3-4. The Cardinals will then go into the Section 5 6A playoffs as a lower seed, most likely getting either Maple Grove or Osseo, possibly St. Michael Albertville in that first round. Well, the volleyball team was busy in the final week of the regular season, closed it out with their first tournament in almost 2 years. On Tuesday, they traveled to face another struggling Northwest Suburban squad. The Armstrong Falcons started the season with a 3-0 win over Cooper, but since then had lost 10 straight matches. Both teams trying to avoid finishing winless in conference play. Coon Rapids setting the pace in the first set. They get the big gun firing early. Michaela Wilbur from the right side leaves no doubt Cardinals playing with the lead. Still in the opening set, Falcons with a weak pass across. Cardinals set up Wilbur again, this time on the left. Wilbur fires to the floor. Cardinals take the first set 25-12. Cardinals looking to keep the pressure in the second. Poor pass off the serve receive for Armstrong. Bella Bresnahan makes him pay. Quick kill puts Cardinals in the driver's seat again. Strong turn off the serve late in the second. Left side attack coming from Chloe Hoffman. No chance for the Falcons on that one. Cardinals stake the 2-set lead with a 25-19 win. Third set, Cardinals trying to make it an early night. Pretty back set by Frederickson. Soraya Rai will go cross court for the kill. All smiles for the visitors, but stays close till the end. Good volley going. Cardinals set up Rai again. She hammers it to the floor. The Cardinals sweep up with a 25-19 win in the third set. And a lot to smile about. Second victory of the season for the Cardinals and their new coach, Janine Crooks. First in the Northwest Suburban, and it comes at a good time right toward the end of the schedule. On Thursday, they were at home for the final time of the regular season, hosting the Andover Huskies, and they lose three close ones, 25-22, 25-17, and 25-22. Bresnahan leading the way with 12 kills. Michaela Wilbur had 10 digs. Seda Green had 13 assists. Chloe Hoffman, a nice night with 6 kills, a dig, and an ace. On Saturday, that tournament I mentioned, the Jefferson Invitational, Cardinals started with a win over Princeton, 25-15 and 25-22, but they lose to Roseville, 25-15, 25-14. A 3-set loss to Mound West Tonka was followed by a 25-15, 25-20 loss at the hands of Glencoe Silver Lake. Cardinals finished 7th out of 15 teams. They will have their crossover match on Tuesday against Park Center and then have about a week off before the playoffs begin. Swimming and diving team is in the midst of a busy stretch. 3 big meets in 6 days, including their tournament match up with Park Center coming on Tuesday. The flurry started with the final regular season duel of the year on Thursday. It's amazing the typos I find. The Cardinals traveling to Anoka to take on the Tornadoes. Coon Rapids keeps getting faster and stronger, and they continued that trend against the Tornadoes. Cardinals having a lot of fun getting fired up at the former Fred Moore pool. Ella Hacker continues to be a leader for the team. She sets the pace in both of her individual events. In the 100 freestyle, she wins with a time of 54.48 seconds, coasting to the wall all by herself. Similar situation in the 200 freestyle. Hacker's pace a little bit slower, but same result. She's all by herself, more than 3 seconds ahead of second place. She wins in a time of 2 minutes, 0.29 seconds. Move to the 100 backstroke, a strong race for junior Laura McCarr. She's right with the leader the whole way, finishing second place in 1 minute, 10.88 seconds. But already exhibition for Anoka at that point, so she gets first place points. Tornadoes had already clinched the win by the time 400 freestyle hits the water, or freestyle relay hits the water. Cardinals are winning this one legitimately. The team of Caitlin Robinson, Emma Schmidt, Laura McCarr, and Ella Hacker put up a phenomenal time of 3:58 flat. It's another blue ribbon. The Cardinals come up short against Anoka, losing 96-79. On Saturday, they were back at the Northdale Middle School pool for the Section 7 2A True Team Tournament. The Cardinals finish in 7th place. Some nice finishes, especially for Ella Hacker. First place in the 100 butterfly, 3rd in the 200 IM. Laura McCarr got a 9th place finish in the 100 freestyle. 3rd place finish for the 200 freestyle relay team. Emma Schmidt was 12th in the 100 backstroke, and Jankoza finished 13th in diving. And now they have their crossover match coming up on Thursday. They are at Park Center. Osseo will also be there on Tuesday, On Tuesday, they're at Park Center. Osseo will also be there. That is the Northwest Suburban Conference tournament meet that will determine the last 3 spots in the section. The section tournament will come up on November 11th and 13th. The cross-country teams are coming off a big week that included the conference championships and one pretty cool tradition. For about 15 years, the boys team has run the homecoming game ball from the visitors' field to Cardinal Stadium. For shorter distances, the Cardinals run the whole route together, but for the 37-mile journey from Cambridge, they made it a relay. Small groups passed off the rock for more than 5.5 hours with Coach Denny Green cycling along the whole way. Then the entire team brought it into the Cardinal Stadium just in time for kickoff. It's a pretty cool tradition, and that was just a little extra workout for the Cardinals as it came 2 days after the Northwest Suburban meet. Cardinals had a solid race at Elk River on Wednesday with more than 20 kids having personal bests, and both are really young teams with very bright futures. Nearly ideal conditions for the race on Wednesday. 12 teams, over 100 runners stretched at the starting line for the girls' race. Young Cardinals working together and keeping pace with some of the top groups throughout the course. 7th grader Ruby Demmer grabs honorable mention with a 35th place finish in 21 minutes 48.4 seconds. 8th grader Stella Bone with a great finish to hold off a charging runner at the end. She takes 54th. Senior Lila Gilliard just behind her in 58th. Freshman Lily McKenzie finished 70th in 23:16.4. Classmate Megan Fuller and senior Julie Headland crossed together in 77th and 81st. Cardinals finish in 11th. 14 teams and over 130 athletes lined up for the boys' race. Boys Cardinals team has a little more experience, but still quite young with just 2 seniors on their 9-man section roster. Freshman Kel Nordquist is all conference with a time of 18 minutes 12.9 seconds to take 26th. Junior Aaron Casey, honorable mention with a 38th place finish. Classmate Peyton Martinick is in 59th, just under 19 minutes. Sophomore Nolan Hazelwood and freshman Cole Burnett are in together in 96th and 98th. Cardinals finish 11th. No seniors factor into their section score. That means great things for this team moving forward. The cross-country teams will compete in the ABC 3K on Tuesday. That's at Greenhaven. And then the 7 3A championships are next Wednesday. I believe that's up in Elk River. Boys soccer team finished the regular season at 7-7, their best record since 2012, earned them their first home playoff game in 4 years. Cardinals started sections as the 3rd seed, hosting the 6th-seeded Anoka Tornadoes. Coon Rapids held on for a 3-2 win in their first meeting of the year, and they hoped for a more convincing victory at tournament time. It's the Tornadoes that set the tempo for most of the first half, though, generating some great chances on goal. Caden Blanchard, the header that just goes wide of the net. Seemed the Cardinals were under siege deep in their own end for the first 35 minutes. Great clear here by Hassan Al-Hasnawi, but it's crazy how quickly things can change. Beautiful setup off this corner kick by Anoka. Header by Antonio Garcia is off the crossbar. He gets another chance but punches it to the corner. Al-Hasnawi kicks it upfield, and then Yukon Harmon takes over. Harmon outraces the entire Tornado defense, coast to coast, and then goes off the far post and into the net. Nothing to it. That gives the Cardinals a 1-0 lead with 3.5 to play in the first half. That sparked the offense, trying to add to it before the break. Great chance for Yaya Sidibe, but Simford shuts him down in close. 1-0 score stood until the final 5 minutes of the second half. Andrew Hyatt, a high lofted pass over the defense. Yaya able to run on it at speed, settle and score. Cardinals move to the semifinal round with a 2-0 win. Well, the Cardinals hit the road on Thursday to face the 2nd-seeded Centennial Cougars. Coon Rapids beat Centennial 2-1 early in the year at their place, but a lot has happened since mid-September. Cardinals were just 3-6 since that game, while the Cougars were 6-2. Centennial was coming off back-to-back shutouts, riding a 3-game win streak. They were hungry for revenge. Cardinals with a chance off a free kick about 10 minutes in. Kish's boot just over 2 crossing Cardinals. Keeper makes the save. Centennial starts the scoring just 2 minutes later. Haroum Bula with a great setup for Aiden Dockendorf. He fires a rocket with the left foot. Cougars have a 1-0 lead. Both teams getting good chances at the net. Cardinals with numbers in deep. Fatty's shot is turned away. Yukon Harmon, a great bicycle kick, but Berkey able to punch it up and over. Out of play, 1-0 at half. Both keepers coming up big for their squad. Centennial looking for some cushion. Luke Rising with a diving save to keep his team within 1. Under 10 minutes now left in the second half. Cardinals almost even it up. Mo Fatty puts this one on a tee for Harmon. He hammers it off the crossbar. Cougars hold on for the 1-0 win and end the Cardinals season in the semifinals. There's a look at the playoff brackets. The top 2 seeds do win out and will meet in the championship. Duluth East, back-to-back shutouts in the tournament. Centennial has done the same and now has 3 straight coming into the championship. Duluth East put up 11 in that first round against Cambridge Isani. tough section, but what a great finish for the boys and a great year all around. Best record in almost a decade. A lot of fun to watch them and be a part of. They will have a lot of talent returning, but no doubt that the key to their success all season long has been Yukon Harmon, and he will graduate. It'll be sorely missed. The girls soccer team just missed a home game this season. They got the 5 seed, had to travel to Duluth East for the quarterfinal round. They lose a tough one to the Greyhounds. This one was tied 1-1 with about 12 minutes to play when the Greyhounds got the winner and ended the Cardinals season with a 2-1 loss. Grace Stevenson had the goal on a setup from Hannah Langworthy. And in that one, it's the top 2 seeds as well. Centennial, very similar scores to what the number 1 seed is putting up in the boys bracket, 11-0, then 4-0 to get to the championship. You see Centennial was awaiting the winner of that game, so Duluth East made a long trip on Thursday and went home with a similar feeling. Everybody's got to lose eventually. Only one team gets to win at the end. And hopefully it's our team more often than not. But that's going to do it for this edition. Here's what we've got coming up for you here on CTN. We've got football, the final regular season game on Wednesday. Then we'll bring you some volleyball and football highlights starting next week. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN for the entire crew, including Tom Cornell manning the studio along with me. I'm Joe Young saying goodbye.